So the job, Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist. Redhead. Sprinkled. I know who did it, but I need proof.
I'm Vi.
So the job, Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist. Redhead. Sprinkled. I know who did it, but I need proof.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house.
There's going to be another murder.
The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Alice, are you okay? Will you marry me?
I'm gonna be saved.
We need to save her.
Didn't you know?
Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
I won't let you die.
You know, you're quite striking.
Are you just a kid?
You have one job.
Is life just a nightmare?
Don't get caught.
I knew it. Can you be anyone you want?
You can't just go around kicking people in the balls. Even if you are the baker's son.
I'm not gonna freak out over a bit of shapeshifting.
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Questions! Question after question after question!
Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota? You can go now.
So the job, Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist. Redhead. Sprinkled. I know who did it, but I need proof.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house.
There's going to be another murder.
The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Alice, are you okay? Will you marry me?
What's going on?
I'm gonna be saved.
We need to save her.
Didn't you know?
Perhaps the murder will
I
bring
did
some
not change
tourists
the
in.
title
I
of
won't
the
let you
game.
die.
You know, you're quite striking.
You have one job.
We are not
Are you
playing
a
like
shapeshifter?
shift. We
Don't
are playing
get
the
caught.
shapeshifting
I knew
detective.
it. Can you be anyone you want?
You can't just go around kicking people in the balls. Even if you are the baker's son.
I'm not gonna freak out over a bit of shapeshifting.
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Questions! Question after question after question!
Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
You can go now.
You guys ready for this one? It's marketed as a neo-noir murder mystery thriller.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
How's the volume? Do I need a jacket? Jacket on up, I mean.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to there, pal. Who the fuck are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Sam. Trash can. My trash can.
You know why you're here, don't you?
I do not.
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking?
It was a late night.
You have one job.
I'm
Don't
depraved.
get
I'm sorry.
caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Who am I?
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated.
Not deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't
I think the
get
person talking
caught.
to us was Sam.
And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you
I bet
staying
they are,
for?
baby. I'm not sure.
That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the Murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. You don't believe?
Do we believe in tarot cards? What do you guys think? Nope, or I believe. I believe.
That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
I'd rather
Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam. Don't do anything I wouldn't do in there.
This particular one has traces of the same limestone as the Great Sphinx of Giza. Well, that's what the man down the pub told me.
That's incredible.
Poe's curiosity shop is now closed.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Vanessa, read by Tex Murphy. The hole in her chest is the size of a cigarette.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the game a little bit then. Oops. Let me... It's gonna be all fucked for treats. Alright, reason.
I can see straight through it from where I sit, even with the smoke trails from my gun. 6 weeks of cheating husbands and damsels in distress. That's what it took to pay for that alpaca couch she's bleeding out on. I've done a bad thing, and it's only Wednesday. Her name was Vanessa Quinn, and she was an...
We can go to the room, we can hail a cab. The murderer. Yes, but this is just full motion instead of... What is going on? Why did I do a 360? Okay, so that was going to the room.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector
Chief.
DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come. But I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her, that's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Where's my badge and gun? What's Officer Pickles to you, sir?
You don't get that. There's no badge and gun, just a hope and a promise. Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper.
Ah, Juilliard.
I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Yes.
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m. In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam.
We can
Not a
delete
word
the
of
question.
this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
So if I said, do you want to get rid of this question, do you have an alibi for last night? Which we are going to ask him that. We gots to.
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Like, we're not going to tell
Look, if
him
it's
that.
about the pills, I already know.
Aha, pills.
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Alright.
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Back to the guest house. Alright, who do we go see? Violet? Talk to her about some pills?
Spirits while traversing the ley line network.
Well, I wish we could give everyone in August one of those.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
Bronwyn?
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. Now, this is a particularly interesting one. So this is coming from Marek, and they say...
Let's go
I
Violet.
assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already. Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Dang. Do we ask it or do we delete it? We ask it!
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Hobos?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. but I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. I've driven by it, never actually been in it. I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
What I'd like to say to you is that maybe you're worrying too much about these negative people.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Do we ask that? I feel like I gotta delete some of them.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know. Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team. In my room, reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Use it to flatten bed sheets. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on. I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
The happy squirrel.
Nah, the devil's cool. The tarot one, I mean, not the actual one. I'm not a devil worshipper. The 5 of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the 10 of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. You know the Chief's got it all wrong. Ron could never hurt anyone, but I'm sure a smart detective like you can help prove she's innocent.
What do we do? Kind of go with it, but try and fool her, but play it. Oh no! I only moved the loop, so it's gonna look very jarring here in a second. Teleportation.
Really? Because she is completely innocent. The cards told us to. Well, the cards of rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
And
I didn't say
teleport
job.
again.
I said job. Yeah, it's a tarot thing you won't understand. I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were, painting our nails. No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
I went down to the churchyard where the winos hung out. There was a good chance one of them would be sleeping it off in some quiet, sacred corner.
Or at least Lexi's lying, because
I found one.
Or Bronwyn said
opened the
she
gates
came
of madness and experienced the beast's
her
feeding
room.
frenzy for the first time. It changed my life. Easy to say, harder to live.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Get that thing away from me. Shake? Do we shake or not shake? What do you guys think? I was gonna do it, but then I was like, I don't know. Should I do it? How should we play it? Alright.
I heard you say earlier your name's Sam. You don't look like a Sam. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec, we don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea. We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
It's pretty specific.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it. I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. My prayer, that the girl would be safe.
A couple walk on the other side of the street, engrossed in each other.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Who can we transition into? Okay. Who do we want to turn into, and where do we want to go? Do we go Bronwyn into Lexi? Or do we go Rain into Bronwyn, or Lexi into Bronwyn? Alright, Rachel, this is just a interactive movie, and the quick synopsis is I'm a shape-shifting detective, so I can turn into any one of these people now. And this is the police chief, this is the chick that runs the place, and these people are tarot readers. These three are together, and a young woman was murdered. So now I can shapeshift, and then I can go to one of their rooms. I'm thinking I'll turn into her.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Found well. Work was difficult, so I went freelance as soon as I could manage to earn enough.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects? Am I really fine? Do you think Sam suspects? Do you think Sam suspects?
Maybe, but it'll be difficult to prove.
No true innocents have been fed to the beast, though that first time was...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Spot. The entrance to a yard. Deep.
Bron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Hands on hips. The Slayer quivers with anticipation within me. Hey, mate, you got a light?
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Stop it?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking at 2 more victims.
Side seat as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all 3 combined takes control of my body and pours through it. The wild exhilaration of the beast sets my senses on fire, even though...
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Reaches the knife from his, dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real... what we did last night. Our role in the murder. The real reason we're here.
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
In my grasp.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That draws attention. Walk briskly and purposely.
Go back and say anything? Nope.
Night bus. Passed a couple of stops. Missing one bus.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Post-orgasmic lethargy fills me as I wait in the rain.
Something's weird, isn't it? Bron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Then there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs, the muscles taut with cramp.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
I can use the money, to be honest.
Ooh.
See no end to it. I know I can't resist the Slayer's needs, and I have no idea how long it will continue, so I am...
Okay. We visited Violet.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Okay.
After that, well, he needed a new coat anyway. I have to do this. It had been a good while since the last.
It's this,
Maybe now
radio.
he was so frail the beast would release him and
I
grant
can
him
turn it
peace
off.
in his final years. Surely it owed him
Let it
that.
go.
In his heart, he doubted it was over.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that.
I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
It's been maybe a shiny metal. And
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
World as well, do you remember?
China?
You don't trust me, do you,
China?
Violet? Is it because I read
China's
tarot?
#1.
Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank you. Okay.
Great. What do you want to know about?
The murder. Sam.
Ah. The moon. A card of illusion and deception. It shines, but really it's just a dusty old rock. Seems there's more to our detective friend than meets the eye.
Did you sleep well?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Used for teleportation.
I knew I should have
Allegedly,
done
you
that.
could look in the mirror.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you? I didn't see you around.
I stayed here. I was playing solitaire with Bronwyn.
You weren't painting your nails? Isn't solitaire for one player? You weren't painting your nails?
Yeah,
No, need her to know.
I was playing and she was scoring.
Everything this chick has said to me is a lie.
Might this
Everything
be?
Bronwyn has said to me is
Well,
a lie.
it
But Rain,
Mrs. Gallagher,
I don't know.
an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave. Or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going? Why do you think the police suspect Bronwyn?
Now that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
It's a sculpture that was found along with several others, similar sculptures, in a tunnel of caves in Mexico. Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be...
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay. No, I'm not okay.
What's the matter?
The new detective's acting... I don't feel safe.
You can feel safe. I've already got somebody posted outside the guest house. It's an unmarked car. But you know Danny, don't you? Leyland's kid? Any problems, you let him know. So, off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
I remember. Danny?
We just talked about this. I said I'd post somebody this morning, and I did. Then I told you it was Danny. Take the pills, Violet. Take the pills.
Man hobbled slowly down the street, leaning heavily on his tripod-handed walking stick. He paused to pull his tattered overcoat more tightly around his thin body as the bitter east wind blew her around his spindly legs. He pulled his cap down more firmly, blew on his fingers, then resumed his painful progress. From the doorway of the boarded-up shop across the street,
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Oops. I thought it was going to Lexi.
I'm Lexi.
Derp, 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 derp.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
time scared the shit out of me. Night after night, I dreamt of...
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
What were you doing last?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet? How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
my brain in cotton wool and sat me in a corner while they decided their observation.
Chief DuPont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really, Bronwyn?
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable.
It drives me crazy, to be honest.
Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
You're a con artist.
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
I have to try and
You're
keep
a
as much
con
control
artist.
as I can. Out there, it's a chill night.
Good evening, Chief DuPont.
Dorota's family, what does the tarot say about them?
I can do a reading if you want.
Yeah.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Bronwyn?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character, if you play D&D.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police?
No. Not to my knowledge. She's sweet and innocent. Or haven't you picked up on that yet?
The dark end of the street. Footsteps.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock.
I
What is
quickly
it?
walk into her room.
What have I done?
Tell me about Bronwyn.
She's an Aquarius, her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader? Are you prepared to go to jail for her?
Jail? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
Aiding and abetting
I'll aid and abet Bronwyn to the day I die, but she's not a criminal.
Why are you here?
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone here? What's wrong with the nightlife?
There isn't any. And sometimes a girl needs a party.
What were you doing last?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bron can vouch for me.
I once watched it overwhelm 3 skinheads who thought I was
there. Nope.
stuck in. It was worse the second time.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
I tried to defy the beast a couple of times, but I learned pretty soon that it was futile.
Miss Castle. I'm surprised to see you here.
I didn't kill Dorota.
You're a prime suspect. And your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with me?
We'll leave it
Why?
at that.
There's no predictable pattern to it. Years can go on quietly, but I once had to feed the beast twice in 6 weeks. I usually get about not be anywhere where I don't know the ground well. Work
room. Do this guy.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Okay. For a week or two.
Hail a cab. Visit
Rain, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah. No.
Then you're wasting my time.
Surely must be others. Cannot believe I am unique amongst all mankind, and if I am, then why me? I've tried.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
It's barbaric, but at least I tell myself the Slayer only takes those that the world is better off.
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam? Who would want to kill Dorota? Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
Have you met him?
Yes.
Did she meet him?
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement.
Sorry, I meant...
Yes. Yes, you did.
Why did you hire... Who would want to kill Dorota?
Are you doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
What were you doing Monday night? Why weren't...
In hindsight, that does look like a good idea, doesn't it? We didn't believe you. We still don't.
Why did you hire Sam? Our Dorota's family. Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
The hiring of Sam is no concern of yours either way.
Our Dorota's family said.
Why? What are you going to do?
Nothing, just checking. Nobody's safe. Nothing, just checking.
I've got my eye on you, Lexi Taylor. Lexi. Rain, are they even your real names?
The wild exhilaration of the
so.
beast
there's
sets
supposed to
my
be some
senses on
Danny
fire,
guy.
even though I'm riding pillion. The hunter now becomes the hunt.
So we did all of them.
Hello,
Let's see if
I'm
there's some
Violet.
sort of Danny guy.
I'm Violet.
Locating his elbow, blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel his neck break under my hand.
Yikes.
A great warm surge of energy.
No. No more talking. No more questions. Question after question after question. I didn't kill Dorota. I didn't even know the girl. And yet here I am being constantly asked about her. You know what? I'm going out. I don't know when I'm going to be back, but if you need anything, I will be back eventually. I think. But for now, TTFN.
Ta-ta for now. That was
Not
a little
running.
suspicious.
That draws attention.
Yeah, she's still just a couch.
The broken heap in the shadows, a long walk to the night bus, past a couple of stops, missing.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Yes, I do. Who is your daddy?
It wants to
and what does he
know
do?
if you're happy being the person you are now.
God, no. Just kidding. Yes.
Mercury doesn't agree.
Oh, jeez, it knows.
In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Found the body yet. Feel the satiated slumber of the beast. Long to sleep myself, but everything must be put in order. Dump tomorrow first thing, then I'll need to trawl through the charity shops ready for the next time. And another after that. But in the longer term, I can see no end to it. I know.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Who doesn't? Keep investigating or next chapter? Let's go keep
Go, Alice. What's this object?
It is, and that's where it's staying. You don't need to see it, Sam. Violet can get confused at times. Just keep doing what you're doing and we'll get along fine. Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
One of a pair originally donated to August Public Library by Lord Worthing, but later sold. The library burned down 3 weeks after their sale. In pairs and have many uses, but when used correctly in a pair, it's feng shui.
Wow.
That's what can happen.
I think I'd quite like to have a guard against evil.
Particularly in August at the moment.
Next chapter.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
Yep.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family,
Rain's just a good
this weekend's
Christian
Tulip
boy.
Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this
Doesn't
weekend.
even believe
At
yet
the
he'll
Tulip
still
Festival.
pray.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Didn't I just say?
For something. Another cigarette. Gotta find me a good. He produces a phone from his jacket and hits a speed dial number. After a few rings, it's answered.
Okay.
Think I found her.
Just went forward.
It's not good, I'm afraid.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
Was when
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed.
Brady says it.
I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
So if I was still a youngin', I'd think she'd be doing drugs.
Cough. Coughing more blood. Lung swipes with his sleeves and stands his ground.
Who are you?
I'm a shape-shifting detective.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out.
Yep.
I left at about
Always makes me think
5.
of that. Nothing.
Playing football. It was just 5 aside. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other. No, no one. She was really popular. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Have you hidden in the closet before?
Well, yeah. It's big enough for 2 people to have sex in. On all fours.
You dirty dog.
She had a few kinks. Nothing
oh my
weird.
god. We are getting into it,
from the
boys.
60s. I'm not discussing this with you.
This is...
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Oh, this is too funny.
Listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Arms wide.
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Ask Zach Weston. He took them. Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
Where is he?
At Weston's Photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there. Sorry, Sam, I forgot you've only been here an hour or so. You've come and gone so much already, it feels like you've been here much longer. Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
The night Tenzin left, he taught me how the universe worked.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about. Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said. You should talk to him yourself. He's a lovely lad.
Besides Carnby Stream, the clouded sky picks out highlights in the water as it travels.
Hi Sam, back for more already? I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. And there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die. Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did you now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky. Are you flirting with me?
Yes.
Oh dear, am I
Of
blushing
course
again?
I am.
There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Cheeky.
No, I think Bronwyn met him though. This morning, he only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
So he did. I did them a favor, and I got a meeting with you.
Sam, what can I do for you? We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name. It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveller who died here. Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities. Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Let's not.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it. We're trying to save people.
So we have to come back as Bronwyn.
Down pitifully at Long and shrugs. Gotta find.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
And it's a small man?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were...
I told them the truth. That I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
The king ordered that Busan be shrunk by mystics, and the process caused the pain you see on.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me? Do you love...
looking at me like that? Anyway, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Then stop with the cloak and dagger stuff, alright?
With twilight blue through the long windows and the bag lady floating, as if suspended in currents of unseen water. The bag lady changed form, not just undelusioned.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here last night.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious. Nothing. It's just suspicious.
I didn't even know the girl. You predicted her murder. Who's more suspicious?
I'm truly...
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
Yet, there it was, until it wasn't. Altering its form like camouflage.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. She forgives you.
What do we say?
Yes. She says you know who killed her.
That's what
she said. What? Why would she say that? She'd never have said that. Why are you lying to me?
I'm probably... She said...
I knew. Maybe it's someone I know? Is that what she means?
I'm sorry the police... Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes. No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
No. Yes.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, you can't.
Maybe another time then.
You're not really a bad influence.
That's okay. I'm used to the abuse. Hey, maybe we could hang out together after all.
Sure. Sure.
Dang it, did we do...
Sure.
That's great. I'll be over soon. Just got a few things to clear up here.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
It's okay. Just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then... she's gone?
She's not gone. How could someone even get into Dorota's...
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way. Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore. It's okay.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Get up on the bed. It's okay. We can talk, just sit on the bed.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I noticed I've got some Earl Grey in the hallway. I know it sounds a bit rude, but I'd really like some if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, I'll be right back. Actually, sure, I'll be right back.
Mucus, probe it. The worm didn't go down, but up. up into my nasal cavity, and then up further until it was crawling inside my brain. Panic! Panic!
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
To observe for the bag lady, to do its bidding. Confused. Perhaps starting with my brain, though it hadn't yet decided, and was curious about starting with feet. So I left and observed for the bag lady as I went.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
I like you.
Small talk with the servers at the...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Management.
Can I go back to that kid?
I looked into the eyes of the people I spoke with, and they looked into mine. And the worm...
Earl Grey?
And maybe the people sensed it. Just behind my eyes. But they didn't comprehend the true horror. The bag lady... Spare some change? A homeless man said. He wore torn clothes, held a cardboard sign in hand, and smelled of urine. Did not hear the usual refrain. Not this one. What's special about this one?
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Talk about his life and to find that his name was George.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me?
Excuse me? Of course not. We just agreed that with the meds I'm on, stuff like this might get out. Remember?
House. George wanted to know if I was the owner. So I said yes, which is true in a way.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief DuPont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once? When did you meet? Just...
Unless I've got a body double walking around. Yes, just the once. We talked in confidence. You'll need to ask him if you want the juicy details.
Changed forms, and the screams lasted just a moment, maybe a fraction of a second,
date end?
before George was
Date
gone.
end? He's like, go get me some Earl Grey.
Then the bag lady floated there, silent and saddened, while I watched.
Rain's gone? Okay.
I always watch from inside the closet.
Lexi and Rain.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. So, Robin...
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom?
Not since the murder. There's still a load of my stuff in there. I climb in through the window, but it's on the 3rd floor.
With the photos and the family, so I think there are. There is a perhaps Robin has a willingness or wish to reconnect with her family.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Connect, and they're feeling the pressure that they maybe have.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
In this case, family represents feeling warm and loved. The crying...
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
And I know, by the sounds of it, this dream feels very sad, and it feels like it's full of grief. There are so many of us that go through situations like...
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
What's going on? I think that already could be the beginning of finding answers.
Oscar? What are you doing here?
I want to
I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why? How?
I don't know. Maybe ask if you can go around. Women like vulnerable men.
Do they?
I don't know. Do I look like vulnerable men? Just do whatever you have to, Oscar. I've got to concentrate on some other leads. So, you can go now.
Good thing we did that, because then Oscar's
They kind of
now
look
gonna have
like
some
semi-precious black
information
eyes.
for us in the future.
They kind of look like lizards.
So if we come
With
to
a hat
him, I'm
on.
guessing next chapter.
Yeah, I mean, you
as
were
the
making a very
chief.
good point there with the alien look. But it's quite an ancient object,
He'll tell
isn't
us
it?
what he knows.
It's not modern.
Not at all.
This one is a sculpture that was found along with several others, similar
Go to
sculptures.
your room. I think that's...
Aliens have visited our planet already.
Hello, Violet.
But, I just thought it looked nice. Did you think so?
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy. Tarot cards, runes, Ouija boards. They're just devices for asking questions and receiving answers. But energy is what powers them.
August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
You're looking worried there, pal.
Murphy. The hole in her chest is the sun.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Yes, but I'm wishing I was.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead.
Interesting. Wow.
I know. Mind-blowing.
It's in the bottom drawer of the patchwork quilt Mom sent me over 2 Christmases ago. Was never going to see any other...
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between 2 cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Run. The window, I could jump, say 20 flights.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? The Shores. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy? I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
Do you now, pal?
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these
He's
human
lying.
interest stories
Liar.
to capture them in
Liar.
a natural habitat. If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Alright, he told the truth.
As you can see. There's photos here. Her on the cello. Yeah. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
It's out of tune.
Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl.
Knew it.
That's all. What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography. It's all very tasteful. Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian whorehouse. Yeah, she didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you, like to see them?
No. We gotta keep this
Yeah,
PG.
it's probably for the best. I don't think Dorota wanted everyone to see her like this. Although you'd be forgiven for thinking she did. Dorota was a huge flirt. And you had to pitch a tent in my trousers anyway. Woof!
When was this? Hour and a half in. I gotta remember that.
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Who is this guy?
I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Who is this guy?
Here. I'm usually here most nights. Only the roof rats.
My gun. 6 weeks of cheating husbands and damsels in distress. That's what it took to pay for that alpaca.
No? Who's that? Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together? You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I want you to tell me. Thanks, Sam. Don't let me mourn if I shouldn't. What? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? I get it now. That's why you were asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
So I throw it over Vanessa's body and open the door. It's almost too late before I realize I'm still holding the gun. But I quickly stuff it down the back of my pants. Oh, it's hot.
Do we really have to? Is that what he calls it? I'm not sure what we have, Sam, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have it. Being with Zach is no paradise, I can tell you. It's like his reproductive genes rule every decision he makes. I just want someone who will hold the door open for me, bring me tea in bed.
Ah! Who are you, you creepy?
It's still stroking the couch.
M.
She
Night
continues.
strikes again.
Why do you keep the quilt on it?
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a John somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
There's a corpse walking around somewhere, and it didn't have many places to hide.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
There's an onomat on the loose, and when they get in your head, you can't get them out. Look.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw. Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travellers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Different rooms, different rooms, different areas, different parts of her life.
Have him show up to Oscar and be like, yo, the things I did to your girl. Here's the pictures.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Life, and it's a perpetual circle of negativity that happens in each aspect of her life. That's why she hasn't filled those holes.
Can tell you is that houses self. So then the rooms, they represent potential.
Did you see that on Bronwyn?
So you're quite correct in what you're saying about filling up different aspects of her life.
He's out
I think what the bugs represent are the anxieties and...
They all say Guinea.
Lena, it sounds like you're worried that you're not living up to your potential.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her?
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos?
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography? Dirty pictures?
No. I do have a boudoir set though. Lots of clients like it. It's all very tasteful and above board.
I'll be looking into it.
You can sleep in it if you want. It's a proper bed. Not sure you'll find anything you're looking for though.
And bag lady floating.
Chief? Again?
Did Dorota have any...
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time.
Oscar.
Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups?
She helped out at a Rainbows group. I think it's like Cub Scouts for little kids. Did that with her mum. But, I don't know. Unless she was strangled by a 9-year-old.
You're supposed to have some...
The head was a monstrous mouth of some deep sea horror, ringed with row on row of teeth, too impossibly large to fit in the room, and yet
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
flowed with each straining step. I accepted my fate, hoped it would be over quickly. A blink and there it was.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here. Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point, it's just... You're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
This guy's hilarious.
They're dead.
Oscar, where are you? Chief.
An approximation of its first victim, a homeless lady named Bethany. Bethany had lived a life of dwindling income from prostitution as age, drugs, and street life took their toll. Until she ended up in the clutches of the entity in an empty penthouse lair.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
It's an amalgam of fears and haunting memories. Chasm of nightmares, fraying at the edges. The bag lady.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Nothing happened.
Never mind. At least you tried.
Is there anything else?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes. Capiche?
It's language. That makes me look cool. You can go now.
Good.
Zach, I'm here.
Up into my nasal cavity, and then up further,
woman.
until it was crawling inside my brain. Panic! Panic!
Who do we go
And gradually, as the worms...
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Worm. To observe for the Bagley.
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Everyone's talking.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what?
Yeah, this guy's super douchey.
Homewreckers.
What did he do? He went
Anyway,
boof or something like
I
that.
hope you didn't just
Did
come
the
here to talk
Degeneration X chop?
about Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
Don't play games with me, Zach. You know how insecure I get.
Special about this one. The answer was nothing. Which may have been... How about something to eat, I said. Or the worm said. Or somehow both, together. A jingle of coffee and a conversation. A talk about his life and to find that his name was George. George had lost
His name was George. Alright, I don't think I can do much more, right? This guy?
Hello, I'm Rain.
that there was a great place he could sleep. Better than the...
You have a lovely guest house.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't really talk to them much.
Freezer?
Yes, she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly. Still use it today.
It was gone.
The plot thickens.
Then the bag lady floated there. While I watched from the crack of the closet. I always watch from inside the closet.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay. No. Oh.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
But it's quite an... Isn't it? It's not...
Why does it keep throwing curveballs? Why is M. Night
This one
directing
is a
this
sculpture
one?
that was found along with several others, similar sculptures,
So
in a tunnel of
Zach and
caves
Rain
in
were
Mexico.
talking to each other.
Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited.
I think that's everything. Maybe I go talk to Rain now and...
I think it's beautiful, but slightly frightening.
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her, but I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to.
What do we have here?
Well, this is certainly interesting. This...
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I kind of wanted to keep investigating, but...
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
It's the Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
Oh, God. It's the Knight of Wands.
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again.
It's always happening.
There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Monroe.
Very Poe-esque.
Absolutely.
Different rooms, different areas, different parts of her life. They're all
Yeah,
all
what
these
the
different, perhaps different aspects of her life, have holes in them. So all these different parts have issues or unresolved issues that
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret? Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. I don't remember now.
Man hobbled slowly down the street, leaning heavily on his tripod-ended walking stick.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Not necessarily. If it's a traveller, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby.
It's gonna be Poe. Damn it.
A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? Three attempts? Yes, that's likely, but 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure. Was it a gold coin? That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveller thing. It's a bit showy, but there's no guarantees.
Fucking went with that.
No. I can do a reading if you want. Nine of Cups. This is a very positive card. Is Zach a suspect? Something feels wrong. He's too smug, too self-congratulating, like he's got away with something. I don't like this, Sam. I don't like this one bit at all. Yes, of course. Anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
Police manhunt after the body was found.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
Traveller?
Splashing me with spray from the puddles in the road. I even stumble a bit, just a bloke.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do. You got it. Me and the spirit world are gonna have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
Innocent passerby the chance to save himself.
I'm not going to put anybody
Footsteps
into
slow.
any type of
Within me.
situation.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Peace.
I thought you'd...
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Yes, we were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
Is this Katy Perry?
This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. Poe and Dorota, people I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends. I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants. Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. She told Oscar to watch from her walk-in wardrobe. When he was at a safe distance, she put on a show. She faked it. I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way.
Oscar in the closet.
We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports.
It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. I was a Hollywood actress, and there were hundreds of magazines and newspapers all piling up on the red carpet, and they all had my picture on the front cover. But the red carpet wasn't carpet. It was a pool of blood, and it seeped through all the pages. Then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt.
Okay. Creepo.
Sam? You forgot your phone.
The ecstasy fades, recalling me to the coldness of the night.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing. Look, I know where you're going with this. Yes, I asked her if she'd do a boudoir session with me. She turned me down. No big deal. No, I got the photos that I needed anyway.
Time the night bus arrives, I'm depressed, and as I think about the weeks ahead of me, the paranoid wait to see if they're going to catch me this time, I pay the driver.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Who do we turn into first? Mr. Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Yeah, next time, and another after that. Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace. And my
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really?
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being...
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you. You want to make it up to me?
How?
Maybe if I knew what Dorota saw in you, it'd help.
bodies of two young men.
You're listening to
I didn't know that was
Radio
gonna be
August.
I thought it was gonna be like a
Dark
I need you to
Night
look into something
with
for
Owen
me.
Monroe.
No, hey,
The Catch.
can I
Read by
stand in a closet?
John Mark This was nothing new. He opened his on his chest, her mottled face inches from drilling into his ribcage through her paws.
We should have been taking track of this.
Up her cheek. Sleep, he whispered.
Maybe
it was
these
a hopeful
three
plea,
possessed
feebly
Violet.
delivered. Uni's reply.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
In circles. Uni was a hunter, and experienced something to show him. He hoped it was a... At least they were always dead. He'd had too many around his kitchen. One robin, several blackbirds, usually downy fledglings with wide beaks. Grown yet. Last time, she caught a magpie. It was...
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
I don't want to see pictures of your...
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding...
You don't see any movement. Just Dorota.
These were all good signs. White fur. A rat? A cat. Smaller than a cat.
A cat.
A kitten. Ivan stared at Uni. She circled.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Pink nose, pink ears.
Claude.
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Shh! Claude, I told you never to speak about this. Wait. So you think it's real?
It just might.
I need you to tell Sam what happened.
Help what? Me? I'll think about it.
Blurred his vision. He stroked the kitten.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Raised his foot. It would have to be a good one. One and done. Kitten's skull was softer than he expected. It caved easily.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the What?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
But I was playing football, and there was loads of witnesses. How?
Everyone is a suspect.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Aren't you used to hiding in a closet there,
Until
pal?
he could no longer sing and sat.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
We lock you up.
She was sitting up, cross-legged, thumbing her phone, but put it down on the bedside table as soon as Ivan.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
You ordered this? He asked, his voice.
Do you believe Tara?
I'm not one for mystics in crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
That's a pretty
It says
good
you're
one.
lying about your alibi.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
She said, between chews. No worry. Anything for you.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Restraining, killing them.
That was an accident. And it worked. But we lost a real person too. We need to get them to leave, not kill them and the host.
Gravity accelerates me towards
So
the
they have
pavement.
killed someone
32 stories.
Murderers.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Was home for a while. Woke up one morning to find.
Who is?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter. At that age where she overshares.
Is she?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Open fire door. Easy access to the stairwells. The room service.
What is it, Ray?
I have a.
You do. Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record. If she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
I'm just being practical. Ellis's fate is in our hands. Ours isn't.
My eyes as the concrete rises up to embrace me. Doubt.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Well, what's Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
Stood upon the side of the Golden Gate Bridge. The sun's.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Arms wide. I die.
Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Lexi Korn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the wall?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story. Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Why not?
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger.
I
Ellis
am the
is in
danger.
danger. Sam's in danger.
Of 17 children.
Oh.
It was discovered just
Say
over a
my
decade
name.
ago.
Our job is.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just quit?
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Tell the listeners a bit more about what the object is that I brought in today.
So it's quite small. And
Sorry,
I
we're
don't know.
closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
I don't know, Ike. I don't know.
Dorota says she knew you. I know what you did. You're dating Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with
Who
me.
do you think? Who do you think?
Can I get you a drink?
No
Skull vodka? Actually, never mind, pal. Okay there, buddy.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course. Does it matter?
Do not drink it.
I like you already.
You're dating Violet, aren't you? You're dating Violet.
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly? What do you mean? Doesn't see what clearly?
You know, some women, they think a bunch of flowers means a relationship. Anyway, why are we talking about Violet? Let's talk about you.
I know what you did to
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Or Mother was there. Giving up, are we? She said, as Penn reached for a slice of bread. I wouldn't if I thought about opening. It had been easy to stay thin.
I mean, this Zach guy's super
now,
creepy.
without Mother,
He fucking poured
Penn
me a big
failed,
old glass
like
of
she
vodka.
failed everything else.
Hi, I'm Ellis.
Does that mean he's a killer? A
I'm
murderer?
Ellis.
Or is he just a fucking
Sucking
sexual
on
assault
stolen
person?
sauce packets from the school canteen. It was too hard. The gnawing enough without the gnawing in her stomach. One thing, Penn still needed.
Have we
First
gone through
appointment at
everybody?
the clinic cost most of Mother's jewelry. Then that few items. A human vessel was out of the question. Animals were cheaper. Bigger ones.
I want to say we've gone through everybody.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Penn didn't bother with a cage. She didn't need one.
I think we should break up. I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to...
Is that really all you think about? It's starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
I think we should break up.
Do we say it? We say it.
Why do you want to break up?
I don't love you. I'm cheating on you. I don't love you. I'm cheating.
With who?
Dorota.
I thought so. Well, Dorota isn't here anymore. That's the curse of sleeping with you, obviously. How dare you break up with me? It's my decision. And I haven't made my mind up yet.
It's definitely made out of silver.
Well done. It is.
It sort of looks like a whistle.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Oh.
It was found within a sealed well with the bones of 17 children. Exposed to the well's contents.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began.
Makes me think of Chappelle too.
I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness, like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. I get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. No. I have certain flashbacks. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others' heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories. She has a wicked imagination for her age.
You told me everything already.
Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
It's quite heavy, and it feels like... I think perhaps it's metal of some sort. Animal, but I'm not sure.
What?
Perhaps a Chinese dragon?
Not quite a dragon. It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I think I should keep investigating on this
The guard
one.
against evil.
Visit Ellis. Let's see if I can... Dang
Poe's
it!
curiosity.
She said I could talk to her.
Welcome.
What do you know about it? She thinks she was abducted. Obviously, it's all fiction. We've got a new target. Ellis Monroe. Ellis said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next.
Oh, this is
Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Ellis at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
So does it...
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I have to get up and take a piss real quick. Little piss break. Alright, next chapter.
Stones. It started with one, the first domino to be pushed down. She was young. They usually are. They're easier to infect young. They listen. It took time for her.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. If he ever shows up.
What the hell? Violet, you've gone crazy.
Most people do anyway. A hollow home.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but
it's fate.
We haven't so far.
You can't.
What if we
tempt
can't
fate.
make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating. Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions. Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record.
Light at the end, and she was afraid as much as calm. Take my ring.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
In the multiverse.
Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveler inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead. I'm not sure.
What do you
Your
mean?
bedfellow. Pills don't hurt, right?
Quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a
Hey,
lot of
Manuel.
spirits with a lot of unfinished business. One woman was looking for her daughter, and there was a girl looking for her mum. It was awful. They were both there, but they couldn't see each other. I couldn't help them. Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that.
Aren't you supposed to shuffle
It seems
this?
this attraction has the potential to be life-changing. If you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading.
Wow.
Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
And let them spread. A boy this time. Good. They were more successful. After the first domino falls,
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily. Only a madman, or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctors' surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point
We're gonna
it was
teleport
built
here in a
over
second for that
and then
treat.
forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Work pressure had got.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
You liked Poe?
Never dared dream of, much less be a part of.
He did take his roll to 100.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
He elevated to the excavation site.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Come back here.
All experts in their fields, those being paleontology, linguistics, and exobiology respectively. Dmitri glanced at them and for the...
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night.
Pick me up.
With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights?
Aliens.
Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know.
Spirits
That's
from
10 o'clock with Poe.
beyond.
Same thing while expecting different results? Are you calling us insane? Asked Dr. Whitfield, pretending to be offended.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Remington, clearly echoing the thoughts of the other two scientists.
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you were taking the pills. Are you?
No. Not anymore.
I think...
Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills?
I didn't say the UFO.
Are you trying to make me go mad? Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet.
You said you saw other...
Yes. Other girls, younger than me. Nobody I recognised. They all had red hair.
Do you think this place is nearby?
Yes, they all had red hair. They were all very pretty. And they were all
Both
alive.
True.
In that moment.
Yes, Dr. Utani, I hear you loud and clear, he replied. Otherwise we'll be here all day.
I think it's just longer because...
Tell me about Hong Kong.
If you know about Hong Kong, then I don't have to tell you anything. It's all in that report that you've clearly read.
What does the name...
Well done, Chief. You've discovered Rain is my stage name. Please try and save Ellis. She's the one in danger, and we've already had one dead body on your watch.
Good. Nearing the end of the rope now, she informed Dmitri at 800 meters. If we...
I haven't asked you.
Until a few hours ago, I never heard of the guy. Creepy as fudge, if you ask me.
Thanks, Lex.
Anything for you, Chief?
Creepy as fudge. Didn't know
Rope,
fudge was creepy.
Dmitri said out loud. He wasn't sure why he suddenly felt the need to narrate.
Chief DuPont. Grave news indeed. No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her.
Can't I get someone else?
And murder Poe and Monroe? No, Chief DuPont. Alice couldn't take that. Not tonight. We did think of asking you to do a guest evening at some point, though, if you're interested.
You think he's just got a recording playing?
No, I don't want to dilute. I would love.
Then I will pencil you in, Chief. It would be an honor and a privilege. Sorry, I must go back to the broadcast. The radio, she calls me like a siren, and she must be obeyed.
Titani, if you're hearing this, prepare to make...
Alice,
Yes.
no.
I'll be fully aware that he was suspended above unknown heights, carefully produced his camera from a pouch on his belt, when the lamp on his helmet suddenly...
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Titani, you can thank me when I come back up. He placed... to rub it with the pencil, copying all of the right... It wasn't easy to find some of the small markings in the pitch black dark. Yet the soft scratching on the pencil had a soothing quality to it. It managed to chase away the silence beneath him.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you...
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You're trying to take Zack from me.
No, I don't think so. I don't like Zack in that way. Maybe in any way, even. So we can be friends now?
Yeah.
Okay then. We can work on that. Maybe another time?
He swore he heard laughter coming from down below. And inside out.
Did we already
Finally,
go through everybody?
he felt the sweet release of slowly being lifted up towards the surface. Faster! Please go faster! He...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
and plumped down on the bed, exhausted. He hadn't told anyone about the whisper, or worse, being declared mentally unfit.
What can we do to help?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do?
Honestly, I don't know. All three of us should stick together, though, so there's no confusion over our alibis this time.
The one word repeated over and over. Thanks to some...
What are you doing there?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotism. Stay with me.
Okay, this time we'll actually stay in the same room, though. And maybe we should try and hang out with Rain and Violet, too. Group alibi. You're the best.
He couldn't wait to go back home. He awoke later that night and switched on the light, and his eyes had instead listened. Whispers had stopped. All he heard now was the soft, familiar buzzing of a ceiling lamp. Dimitri wondered.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Panicking, Dimitri stumbled out of bed.
Why do you think the killers...
I have absolutely no idea. I'm a redhead. I suppose I should feel left out.
Somebody help! No one.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting closer? Do you think this...
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at 10.
So it could be him?
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
What's getting close?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
And fear, stomping his feet like a frustrated child. Please help me! The breathing suddenly stopped and changed into a deep...
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Sam's asked if I can get anything else out of this. It's full of wit and repartee as per usual. Dead people have a lot of time on their hands.
Held back by doubt, but compelled by curiosity, he...
Rain, what an unexpected pleasure. Maybe you could help me with something.
Sure.
When you were here yesterday, you don't recall seeing a small green velvet pouch anywhere, do you?
No.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. The pouch contains Augustan gold coins, believed to have been part of Mary August's original hoard. Oh, sorry, you don't know the town's origin story, do you? Suffice to say, if you see them, please return them to me. They're in the pouch for a reason. If anyone comes into contact with them, bad things happen. I have to be on air in a minute. Another time, maybe.
But there was no sound. He reached... the way.
Was it really gold coins? I thought I just
Come in,
pulled that
Dr.
out of my
Sheffield.
ass last time.
Startled
But
by the
now that
voice in his
they're bringing
earpiece,
out these gold
he didn't
coins,
realise
it's
where
like-
he was until he noticed he was
Oh,
suspended
you
in the air.
creepy
He was
motherfucker.
still inside the hole.
It's you, isn't
Had he
it?
been dreaming?
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
After he copied the notes,
believe
must have
this
been
one
some
is so
kind of
long.
hallucination. He
I feel like most
gas
of it just takes
or an unfamiliar
time
type of
going
radiation.
through all this shit. Like, it doesn't need to show me a
meagerly
bedroom,
as he climbed out of the hole.
as long as that
Well,
is.
did you... Whitfield asked. All we heard was static. Dimitri said with a smile, trying to hide his anxiety.
Maybe.
With a trembling hand, he produced...
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you...
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
What do you mean? That...
El, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. El, will you marry me?
Yes!
El, I love you. You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel. My absolute angel.
Is
Are
this
you
how you did
really
it, Trey
married?
Bender?
Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed. Another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
Since the day you arrived, my angel, how could any red-blooded man resist you?
Dr. Yutani was...
Ellis, do you have the amethyst?
What?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer will have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Callings and couldn't make out anything. Was we right? Perhaps it was all just in his head. Yet he couldn't shake the feeling that he had seen his imminent and unavoidable future.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Later that night, Dimitri awoke to the sound.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the you were at Dorota's?
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put 2 and 2 together.
And
then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it? I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. Done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
Is that you are striving for success, but you don't feel worthy of it. From imposter syndrome. It's actually... But what I can say to you, Simeon, is that you need to start believing in yourself. It's very important that you believe in yourself. And please just embrace them. Embrace them for the best. Thank you for your dreams.
We're just playing silly buggers
Poe's
here.
Curiosity Shop. Hey.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
I'm sorry. It's like...
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've...
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really?
No, not really.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Or a lion
It's just
with
me.
Yes.
wings?
Poe.
Lion dog, actually.
Oh, right.
Right about Asian, a Chinese bronze
With wings.
with wings. One of a pair.
John. I'm gonna be fine.
How long?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean... Do you want me to leave?
I only want you to do what makes you happy. I'll be waiting for you either way.
Why didn't you...
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you...
It was just a fling, John. I wanted to try something different. To stretch myself. I would have told you eventually. All 3 of us could have had fun together. You do want to have fun with me, don't you, John? It's wooden and... Darn it, I think...
There could be animals. And some people might interpret them as animals.
But there's...
One last pass through is Sam.
What was the object used for, would you think?
Only use I can...
He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house. I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there. Because I was protecting Zack. This looks bad, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason. No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
Cowering in the closet, peering through the crack. It floated there in the center of the loft.
It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng, a very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her. Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
Interesting.
Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died, jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone. A who, what, Petrov's what? I don't think so.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up. We chased her up onto a rooftop, and she jumped. Rain almost saved her, but he couldn't hold on. Chief Dupont dragged that up, I suppose. Now what's that supposed to mean? Of course he was trying to save her.
I didn't expect news to travel this fast. You can't tell anyone else. I've not told my wife yet. I think she should at least hear it from me. You ask the wrong question, Detective. Why now? Because of death. When a loved one, or you yourself, faces death, it makes you hold account of all your life decisions. Not marrying Ellis would be my biggest regret. Yes, I love my wife and our children, and if she loves me, she'll let me go. Ellis lights a fire in me my wife never found the fireplace for, let alone lit. You can't condone my actions, I understand. Divorce is strangely delicious. A great polarizing topic for society. So many people think it's clearly wrong. So many people think it's clearly acceptable. As the tide turns, the stigma fades. Enjoy your life, detective. I hope you pick once and pick right. Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up? Why would Zach Weston know that? Maybe she was selling it to him. Alice is a bit of a spendthrift, unfortunately. Likes to live life on the edge of her credit card limit. It's actually not the first time I've bailed her out. Several, actually. Student loan, council tax, income tax, Monte Carlo.
I have no
We've become a
fucking
bit
clue who's behind
intertwined financially, it would seem.
If you guys had to pick one person so far, who would you think?
Well, if Violet said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men?
What
Let
makes
me
you
know.
lean that way?
That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe? I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny? Danny is basically Dewey on a screen. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else? You? Yes, you. Please, will you stay with me? Thank you, Sam.
Dewey?
Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are.
Because you fucking threw a fit.
It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it gonna be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe. Should we call them now? Or are we just supposed to wait?
Tell her to hide? What do we do? What are you guys thinking? You're gonna be okay or hide? I feel like if I tell her to hide, that might be the better option, because if she does die, someone knows her area. Everybody's lying, though. I don't know why everybody's lying. Why can't one person just tell the truth?
Shouldn't I stay with you? Isn't that why you're here? Okay. But I don't want to go far. I'll just be in the pantry. Let me know when it's safe.
strangled in the pantry? It's Oscar. I hope I didn't leave. Because that's not like the ideal choice that I wanted.
Where's Ellis? Sam, where the hell is Ellis?
I'm here. I was just hiding. Sorry.
Ellis, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update.
Hey, we saved her.
Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news.
It was Violet.
We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Thanks for the
Sam,
kiss.
it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
Give me a fucking hint.
During that whole thing with Ellis, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
Who is it? He said Zach, Rain, and Violet. So these top three. I want to say it's either Zach or Violet. Zach was followed. And he's been lying to me. Everyone but Violet said followed, and he's like, whatever. And then I came back here. I'm not sure about Rain. Violet's crazy, like they've been pushing it hard, but I don't think she did it. It almost seems too obvious. Just go Zach. Fuck it, we're going
Zach. I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too. That would help. Good luck, Sam. If you've picked the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Let's see, do I die? I hope this is the end. Feels like this has got to be the conclusion.
Sam, you asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
The end.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Zach is still locked up. He's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done and spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you, and, well, just... will you? Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. You too? I'm the happiest girl in the world. We have some catching up to do.
Too funny.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ.
Stabs me in the back.
Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
I'm not gonna kiss.
Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was gonna screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we gotta keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
Cruel mistress.
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me. Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear? Bye, Sam.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame you were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know.
I love
know.
cello.
But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14. Debriefing 3204 Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human? Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Alright. I don't know what the fuck that was, but... that was pretty fun. This one has definitely been the lowest of the three that we've played. It was way too long. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll have to do a better one tomorrow. Yeah, go repeat.